Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to Mount Blade Bannerlord 2. Today we're going to be going ahead and taking a look at the brand new developer update that DUEL went ahead and posted on their YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. It's just a small 5-minute video, but in this video we're going to go ahead and dive into it and basically take a look at some of the awesome new features they're adding. And honestly, I've been kind of waiting for a massive mechanical update, just like a brand new awesome feature that they're adding to the game, and this update definitely does show us that one is coming, so I cannot wait for it. And what I'm going to be doing in today's video is obviously just running through the majority of what they spoke about in the video itself and kind of giving my thoughts on it. So if you guys do enjoy these type of news videos, then do make sure to go ahead and drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know if you want to see more of these, because I definitely do want to cover more of this stuff, because it's fun to see the development of Bannerlord. But I was also as well thinking about doing more about the mod side of things as well, and keeping you guys up to date with the mods whenever they drop a new dev diary or something with something like Kingdom of Arada, and then bringing that to you guys. So if that's something you guys want to see, let me know in the comments down below. But let's go ahead and dive into this developer update point 7. So they started off showing off the brand new mechanical map update, which looks absolutely amazing. So this is a completely new way of assigning maps to your battles. How it used to work is basically what you would do is you'd fight in a biome. If you went ahead and started a battle, say in a forest, the game would then go ahead and decide, okay, this person's fighting in a forest, we're going to go ahead and give him one of 6 maps or something along them lines. Obviously, if you were fighting in the steppe, regardless of where you were on the campaign map, it'd be like, okay, this person is fighting in the steppe, I'm going to go ahead and give them this map. And you might be fighting that map all the way in the north of the Kuzite land or all the way in the south. It didn't really matter exactly where you were. You might have been right by a bridge, and it'd be like, okay, we'll assign you this one map that we have for a bridge, regardless of where you are actually in Calradia. And that's a system a lot of games do go ahead and perform, because it's very simple. You just basically assign a map to a biome, and then the game picks one at random, which is absolutely fine. It's fine. However, the new system is going to go ahead and split up Calradia into a ton of regions. And then what the game is going to do is going to go ahead and assign you a map depending on what small region you are in. For example, if you're fighting in the south in the Azerite territory, you can see right now on your screen, if you go ahead and fight in that small region, it's going to assign you exactly what you are seeing on the campaign map to your battle map, which is absolutely amazing. This is something that the older Total War games used to do a lot, and it's a real shame they got rid of something like that. So this is absolutely awesome. It actually assigns you exactly what you're seeing, or as close as the game can get it to what you're seeing on the campaign map to your battle map. And this is just such a huge feature. I mean, it doesn't sound like anything too crazy, but you just all of a sudden think of how much of an impact this is actually going to have on your gameplay. If you're fighting a war where you're severely outnumbered, you can now choose where you fight these battles. You can actually now decide, oh, okay, I'm outnumbered by about 500 men. I need to hold Thermopylae. I need to hold the Azerite mountains, and the enemy can come at me and I can hold them. Beforehand, it was a complete roll of the dice. Am I going to get one of those maps that are really close in and bottlenecky? Or am I going to get a completely open sand dune map? You didn't really have a decision beforehand to actually make on this. But yeah, now you can actually make a decision. Maybe the Kuzites are coming at you and they've got obviously hundreds and hundreds of horses. Okay, I'm going to sit on this bridge, this really important bridge, to all of my valuable land. And if the Kuzites want to come flying over this bridge, then that's fine with me. We can hold one side. There's going to be dense rivers, so they can't cross anything else. And we are just going to hold this line in a shield wall, archers hammering them, and their cavalry is going to be completely useless. So you can already start to see like how much of a big difference this new battle terrain system will make, as well as that they have said that the battle system will also take into account direction as well, which I actually think is really cool, because it now means that you actually might have very different battles, because obviously because of this, you're going to be fighting on the same map probably a couple times, because you'll be having battles around the similar area, so you're going to be kind of playing on the same battle map probably a little bit more than you were beforehand when it was randomly assigning it. So that kind of sucks, but with the battle system actually taking into account what direction, it's going to be spicing things up, because your deployment zone, you're going to be using different parts of the terrain, and I would much prefer this system that we are getting than the randomly assigned ones, because now it's up to me to decide if I'm fighting on this same battle map over and over and over again, randomly, than just giving it over and over again. So I much prefer that system, and I think it's a huge update and a huge improvement. I'm super happy that they've taken taken the time to do this, and as they said, they will continue to develop this as the game obviously gets closer and closer to the official launch and out of early access. But yeah, what an amazing feature, and I can't wait to go ahead and play with this. I think it's going to make battles really fun. It's going to make actually choosing where you fight your wars so much more important, and allow a lot more counterplay than just like, I guess I got a good map, we can go ahead and hold this choke point, or I guess this is a completely open map, I'm gonna die to the Kuzites, which is kind of funny. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this feature down below in the comments. If this is something that you guys are looking forward to, if you prefer the old system, just let me know. I'd be very interested to see what you guys have to say. The next big update we got in the patch as well, which is actually, you know, pretty important when it comes to the multiplayer aspect. I feel like multiplayer has got kind of shafted. Obviously, completely understand why they haven't really spent as much time developing multiplayer quite yet. They need to get the main base game into the kind of a good spot. But definitely getting some beautiful updates with this new custom duel system. So duel servers are coming to the multiplayer I think the next patch. They actually said that it is going to be live, which is really awesome. And basically, these are going to be custom servers where you can go ahead and initiate 1v1 duels with your opponent like you could back in the warband days. However, they've actually gone the extra mile, which is again really awesome. That I'm seeing, you know, they're not just sticking something in half baked. They're actually thinking about it, thinking about how they can improve it, and then going along with it. So that's, you know, really awesome news. So basically, how these duel servers are going to act is you're going to go ahead and join a duel server on the multiplayer list. That'll then stick you into an open hub kind of world, which, you know, you've got everyone else running around looking at the leaderboard and stuff like that. You can then go ahead and pick your class, any class you want, and then, as I said, you'll be thrown into this kind of open area, this not like a lobby system, but kind of like a, you know, just like an open plaza that you can roam around in. You can see everyone else roaming around as well and seeing their classes, and then you can challenge them to a duel. Previously in Warband, I believe in the duel servers, you would go ahead and just start fighting no matter where you initiated it. However, in Bannerlord, what it's going to do is it's actually going to teleport you to a set arena depending on your classes. So for example, if you're playing as cavalry, then what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to get shifted to a more open area where you can actually use your horse. It'd be kind of stupid if it sent you to somewhere really like close and personal and you're just on horseback with a lance. If you're obviously playing an archer, you're going to have a bit more cover kind of scattered around. If you're playing just kind of a normal sword and shield fight, you're going to get put into a map that's a little bit more close quarters, which again is super exciting. As well as that, it's going to be your own little arena, so no one else is going to be able to interact with it, so you can go ahead and have your duel and kind of find out who is the strongest in Calradia. You're also going to have a leaderboard system as well in these lobbies. This means that there's going to be the ability to kind of rise up and show that you are the true Chad of the lobby itself. And I'm assuming there's going to be some lobbies where the more elite players do go ahead and shift towards, which is super exciting. I'm definitely going to probably go ahead and see if I can rise up. If all my single player experience has trained me for the hardships of multiplayer, we'll have to go ahead and see how I manage on that. As well as that, if you do challenge, so say you're the bottom dog, you've just joined the server and you challenge the #1 Ombre and he's like got 50-60 points. If you defeat him, you're going to get a bigger piece of that pie, and you're going to shoot up the leaderboards. So obviously, it does pay to go ahead and take on the stronger people in the lobby and really show that you are one not to be messed with. So again, really cool multiplayer update. It's great to see that we're actually getting some love in the multiplayer. Definitely hope to see more updates and interesting stuff in the future. That is for sure for multiplayer. We're also getting 6 new custom siege maps, which is always appreciative. You know, it's always good seeing more of them. The Bannerlord siege maps are amazing. I really hope that they do spend some time actually fixing sieges. I know there was I think a siege fix in 1.5.7, but it would be very nice to kind of get, you know, a new not a rework, but just an improvement to how sieges work. I feel like they're very AI based right now, and the player doesn't really have much influence in them at the moment. Hopefully in the future we'll see a bigger emphasis on actually the player control sieges and actually maybe designing, you know, kind of where your soldiers are going a little bit more effectively than you can right now, instead of just the AI controls it and then you just kind of roam around as if you're a soldier. That would be pretty exciting. I believe as well we're also getting 6 new battalion helmets, nothing too exciting. And then finally we are now getting a brand new sandbox mode. This is something that people have been asking for since launch. They don't really care too much about the main storyline. They just want to get stuck in and expand and explore explore Calradia to their heart's content without having to be tied to this dragon banner. They just want to go ahead and conquer, pillage, and move on, which is very exciting. So yeah, in this new sandbox mode, you're just going to be able to dive right in. You're going to go ahead and pick your age. You're not going to be a young child like in the normal story mode, where you kind of just start off at like 16 and then, you know, make a name for yourself after your village has been pillaged. You're going to go ahead and basically pick an age between, I believe, 20 to 60 or 20 to 50 maybe, and then that will give you a set amount of skill points that you can assign. So it's a lot more of an open bird kind of situation, and you just kind of assign them skill points and then go off on your merry way without having to worry about the main storyline, which I think is a great option until they go ahead and develop the main storyline a little bit more. I think this is an awesome feature that they've added, and yeah, a nice little addition, so you definitely cannot complain. Speaking of pillaging as well, that I mentioned just a second ago, they are also implementing a brand new system where you can go ahead and pillage, raid, or leave alone new settlements that you do conquer to go ahead and give yourself extra money. It will devastate the city itself, but it is a nice way to kind of impose your will, and I think it's also quite a useful feature because a lot of the major cities in Calradia have pretty high prosperity, and that generally really messes you up when it comes to kind of getting the settlement immediately to start, you know, making you money and being loyal and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if maybe, you know, pillaging a settlement might be good to kind of wrap that down so your settlement doesn't starve and then in turn become less loyal. So that might be a good way whenever you conquer a really important settlement to go ahead and pillage it. You get yourself loads of money, and then you also drive down that prosperity. It's probably going to hurt you in the short run, but obviously probably benefit you in the long term. And obviously that's going to annoy a lot of people, and especially with the new system as well, where lords that actually like you they're less likely to go ahead and raid your land. You're going to go ahead and create a few more enemies on the campaign map if you go around pillaging, and obviously they're going to probably be going to your land to raid it more so than anyone else who actually maybe does like you. So again, really cool, awesome features, and that's basically going to be it for Development Update 7. Again, really nice updates. That new battle system is absolutely spectacular. I think that's the best feature that they have added into the game in a long time. Maybe, I think this is probably, in my opinion, the best feature they've added to the game. Like flat right there. I think it's awesome. Hopefully we'll get more stuff like this in the future. Definitely looking for a new Siege rework, and yeah, definitely can't wait to see what they have up their sleeve going on forward. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, make sure to go ahead and drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think was the best feature coming out of Development Update 7.0. Was it the duel stuff? Was it the new sandbox mode? Or was it the battle terrain system? As I said, for me, battle terrain system looks absolutely amazing. The dual system does come a close second, but that does look pretty cool as well. And obviously, if you want to see me continue doing these update videos, you just go ahead and drop a like and a comment down below and let me know that you guys want to keep on seeing them, and I will see you guys in the next one.